What's going on, you guys? It's me, your boy Scotty, and I'm here to just touch on Couture. I felt like this video really didn't need no edits and didn't really need no theme song, to talk about nothing like this, because I just want to tell you guys that earlier today while I was at work, I was looking on social media and I had found out that Couture had passed away. Now, I'm not one to jump into conclusions and start suspecting things and speculating and all of that other stuff and asking questions and all of this stuff, because I just feel like it's distasteful when a person dies and you go to asking what happened. I just feel like it is, because I know when my cousin had passed away, instead of just asking me how I'm doing, everybody wants to know what happened. And I'm just like, does it fucking matter? My cousin Poochie is gone. She was close to me, and I don't really want to go into the gory details as to how she fucking passed away. You know what I mean? So no, but I didn't know how he passed away. So when I first posted about it on my community wall, people kept asking, what happened? What happened? Can you inform us of what happened? And I really didn't know what happened. So I had kind of got frustrated with that. And I made another post saying, I don't know what happened. But then I looked and it was confirmed that he committed suicide. Now, coming from a person who watched Couture, because the first time I started watching Couture was sometime in 2018. That's when I started watching him, when he was with that guy Mike, that cute older guy Mike. He was with him. And I enjoyed his videos. I enjoyed his spirit. I loved everything about him. He was an Aquarius like myself. I followed him on Instagram. You know what I mean? Like, I was a big fan of his. And I just loved his reviews. Although I didn't agree with everything he said, especially when it came down to the housewives and with Portia. I didn't agree with shit he said on that. However, for the most part, I really liked him, and I was very compelled and gravitated to him because he talked about his struggles with mental illness, basically depression, because I've talked about my own bout with depression. I've dealt with depression for most of my life. I've never had to get on any antidepressants or anything like that, but I've had my moments. I've seeked therapy and things of that nature, and I deal with my depression in a different type of way. So I've been open about my bout with depression. My mother deals with depression. My little brother deals with depression sometimes. Like, depression is like a big part of my family, to be honest. So I've been suicidal before. I think I've talked about this openly. March 1st, 2017 is when I attempted the whole suicide thing. And from that day, the day that I decided that I was going to do that, one of my friends had called me and stopped me. And from that point on, I made it my business to try to do better as far as my mental health. My mental health is very important to me, and that's why I've been on the journey that I've been on. I've been on a journey of deleting certain people out of my life, letting go of old habits, and now starting to let go of grudges. It's a hard transition, but that's something that you have to do. And people honestly don't take mental health seriously. When a person is depressed or when a person is suicidal, they go into the whole, he crazy, she need help. Yeah, she needs help. She needs your help. Yes, he needs help. He needs your help. So at the end of the day, I think that we should really take out the time to try and do right by those that need us the most. And I don't know who was around Ty while he was going through what he was going through, but I always try to look out for all of my friends. I have a lot of friends, trust and believe me, I do. I have a lot of friends, and I always try to be sure to check on them and see if they're okay, just to make sure that they're fine. And the only two friends that I'm gonna speak of, because you guys know them, is Jamar84 and Aaliyah. Aaliyah, live Aaliyah show. She's talked about her experiences with seasonal depression. I remember, like, last year before me and her met. Me and her were about to meet. And we were just building a relationship because I know that she was a fan of my videos before she made a channel. And I remember we were getting to know each other before I came to New York, before me, her, and Bianca filmed Unfiltered together. We were just bonding. And I was just telling her how I was dealing with the breakup and things of that nature, and just ultimately just falling into the dumps. And the seasons were changing. This was like end of September, early October around this time, and I met with her later on that month of October. So it was kind of crazy that she knew exactly what she was talking about. She's the one who introduced me to seasonal depression. Jamar, on the other hand, I've never known him to have any bouts with depression, but being that he's my friend and he lives so far away, we don't get to talk all the time. But I do make sure to check on my friend to see if he's okay. When I was going through my depression and going through my bout with suicide 2 years ago, he was there for me. He made sure that I was loved and made sure that I knew that I was loved. You know what I mean? And for that, I will always be grateful to Jamar. He was there for me at my lowest point. And sometimes you have to, you know, recognize those that was there for you. Also, my Team Scotty people was there for me at my lowest point. So I really feel terrible that Ty Couture took his own life. And I do want to address this too before I go. I hate it when a person that's gay passes away and the first thing people want to assume is that they had HIV and AIDS, as if that's just the gay man's disease. When I saw that comment on my community wall, that really upset me. I didn't appreciate that at all. Just because you don't know his personal life, just because you're not aware of anything that he had been dealing with, just because certain things aren't public, doesn't mean that you get the right to assume. You know what I mean? There's a lot I don't talk about in the public. I've been very open about my motherfucking life, my struggles, and everything else. But there's some things that I don't talk about. And there's some things that we have to keep sacred for our own sake, because everyone isn't here for you to watch your growth and here to see you succeed. Some people want you to tell shit so they can use it against you. I should have went to the damn barbershop and got my hair cut, but that's another story. I didn't give a fuck about my hair coming up in here to do this video. I just wanted to speak to you guys about this shit. And all in all, in my opinion, Ty Couture was a beautiful person inside and out. I loved his commentary. He really seemed like an imperfect soul. But I do feel like he was a good person. And I really wish that I had the chance to meet him, because I really loved Ty Couture. I loved him. I used to love his relationship with Mike. And then on top of that, we're both Aquarius, and our birthdays, I think our birthday is like 4 days apart. So I was like, that really kind of hit me deep when I found out that he died today. Then to find out that he committed suicide was crazy to me. Like, that's sad. But that's all I really got to say about that. I hope he's resting in peace. And I really feel bad. My condolences go out to his family, his friends, loved ones, his fans, everybody that loved him. With that being said, you guys, I'm out of here. Until my next video, I'll talk to you guys later.